The question that are being asked for this topic is, what is procurement? Procurement refers to process of acquiring goods, services and works from external sources such as suppliers, vendors, subcontractor and expertise to ensure the successful completion of a project. Procurement methods identify the system by which contractors are selected, contracts are awarded and the project execution is managed and have substantial influence on the project outcome. One of the most commonly used methods for delivering such project is EPCC. This method guarantees that all essential elements that are needed for project completion are managed under a single contractor under a single contract, which have total responsibility for project execution and commissioning design, procurement of equipment and materials, construction and final commissioning, thereby ensuring seamless integration and efficient project delivery. This EPCC method, which stands for Engineering, Procurement, Construction and Commissioning. E is for engineering. In this stage, precise construction drawing, 3D models, system layout are then produced. P is for procurement. This phase involves sourcing and purchasing all supplies, machinery and services required for the construction. The first C is for construction. All engineering design and purchase material are combined to construct the structure of the project. The second C is the commissioning. It involves thorough system.
There are 7 stages to understand the EPCC structure. First, project initiation. Second, pre-qualification of contractors. Third, engineering stage. Fourth, procurement stage. Fifth, construction stage. Sixth, commissioning stage. And the last one, handover or close-out stage. There are few key parties involved in EPCC procurement, such as client or owner, EPCC contractor, engineering team, procurement department, project management team, supply or vendor, subcontractor, QAQC and inspection team, and the logistic providers. There are 11 steps in procurement flow in EPCC. First one, procurement planning. Second one, vendor pre-qualification. Third, request for quotation RFQ or tender issuance. Fourth, bid evaluation. Fifth, vendor selection and negotiation. Sixth, purchase order PO or contract award. Seventh, expediting and vendor follow-up. Eighth, inspection and quality control. 9, logistic and delivery. 10, receiving and site verification. There are 4 types of procurement items in EPCC. First one is bulk material. Second one, target equipment. Third one, subcontractor work. And fourth, specialized service. There are examples for the modern EPCC digital tools such as ERP system. There are SAP, Primavera 6 and Oracle. Second one, we had procurement dashboard. And the third one is vendor portal.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Good day and welcome to Zahir. Before we dive into the technical discussion, could you please introduce yourself?
Certainly. Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Zahiruddin. You can call me Zahir. I have experience working in oil and gas industry, particularly on engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning EPCC project. My background includes active involvement across all major project phases from detail design, procurement to construction and commissioning up until handed over to end user operation team. This hands-on exposure has given me a practical insight into both challenges and benefits of delivering projects through the EPCC contracting model.
Could you give us a quick overview of the SASA Offshore Topside Unit project?
Absolutely. The SASA Offshore Topside Unit was part of Murphy Sarawak Oil Co Limited offshore development in the South Achis field. The project was awarded back in 2014 to Brook Dockyard Engineering Works Corporation under the EPCC contract. It involved the delivery of a fully operational satellite platform it was successfully installed in 2016 and played a significant role in enhancing Malaysia offshore oil production capacity.
Okay, what was the contract structure like for this project?
The project was executed under a full scope of EPCC contract covering engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning. The contractor was responsible for the entire delivery cycle, from detailed design through the offshore installation and commissioning.
What exactly was included in the scope of work?
Okay, actually the scope was comprehensive. It included engineering design for the platform and substructure, procurement of all required material and equipments, fabricated of 750 metric ton topside unit at the contractor yards, followed by transportation for offshore installation and complete commissioning to make the platform is ready to be operated.
May I know, why was EPCC the preferred contract model?
From the client points of view, EPCC simplifies project delivery by consolidating responsibility under one contractor. It shifts most project risks such as delay, cost increase and technical challenges to the contractor, while offering cost and schedule certainty. For the contractor side, it means tighter control over every phase of the project and opportunity to deliver a high quality outcome efficiently.
What are the main advantages and risks of EPCC contracts?
When we talk about advantages, this EPCC contract offer a strong cost and schedule control because a single contractor oversees everything. This streamlines coordination and remove the needs for the client to manage multiple parties. It also creates clear accountability, which is usually result in more efficient execution and timely decision. And on the risk side, however, the main risk lie with the contractor. If unexpected issue arise, such as changes in design, material price fluctuation, and technical setbacks, the contractor must absorb those impact and also pressure to meet fixed deadline, which can sometimes affect the quality of not managed carefully. Additionally, any changes after the contract is awarded can be complex and expensive to be implemented.
Okay, any final reflections on the SASA project?
The SASA project stands as a strong example of successful offshore delivery using the EPCC model. It was completed safely, on time, and in accordance with client requirement. It demonstrates how effective coordination, risk management, technical execution under EPCC framework can create real value in offshore deployment.
Wow, that's good. Mr. Zahir, thank you for your time today and thank you for sharing your experience.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So, here I will present to you the first justification, which is EPCC in large projects. So, for the first point is one entity, one responsibility. In large projects, having one team manage everything from design to commissioning is key. EPCC ensures this unified control, which reduces misunderstandings between contractors, avoid delays, and help keeps the project on track. The second point is better risk management. EPCC also strengthens risk management with a single company responsible. It's easier to track, address and reduce risk. This is especially useful when handling large-scale projects with many uncertainties. So the third point is cost savings and efficiency. Using EPCC can significantly cut costs by improving logistics and procurement efficiency. A structured system helps business save money while maximizing the use of project resources. Last point is quality control and assurance. Another major benefit of EPCC is stronger quality control. Since one team oversees everything, problems are caught and fixed quickly, and standards are consistently met throughout the project. So what makes EPCC unique? EPCC stands out by covering every stage of the project under one contract from design to operational commissionings. This provides a single point of responsibility which reduces miscommunication, speeds up decisions and helps keep project within budget and on schedule. So next I will present to you the second justification, which is comparison between EPCC procurement method and other procurement method. So for the first one is EPCC versus traditional procurement method. So compared to the traditional method where design and construction are handled under separate contracts, EPCC's unified model greatly reduces the risk of disputes and delays. With one contract or overseeing the full scope, there's more collaboration and less conflict. Second one is EPCC versus design and build. While design and build also integrate design and construction, it often lacks a focus on the commissioning phase. EPCC includes this final stage, making it ideal for sectors like oil and gas where operational readiness is critical. So next one is EPCC versus public-private partners. Public-private partners involving long-term agreements between public bodies and private companies. While they offer a financial flexibility, they tend to be complex and slower to implement compared to the more streamlined EPCC model. So the last one is EPCC versus construction management. Construction management promotes early involvement and collaboration but lacks the single point accountability that EPCC provides. This can lead to unclear responsibilities and less control over cost and time. To summarize, EPCC offers the highest level of integration and accountability. While other methods have their strengths, EPCC inclusion of commissioning and full scope control makes it the most comprehensive choice for complex and high-risk projects.
Challenges and risks. The first one is limited owner's control. Since the contractor carrying all full responsibility for EPCC, the owner's ability to make design modification or influence procurement decision after contract is significantly restrained and cannot easily make changes for the project. The next one is risk of cost overrun and claims. Contractor may include significant contingency costs in their pricing to account for uncertainties and unforeseen items in the future. The next one is potential quality compromise. Contractor have right to control costs in a lump sum contract. The contractor may sacrifice quality, particularly in construction and procurement, to save their costs and get more profit in the contract. Success factor of using EPCC. The first factor is strong contractor selection process. The selected contractor should have proven experience similar projects, financial and technical capability. Third is integrated planning across all phases. All EPCC phases can mitigate risks associated with delayed deliveries and miscommunication among stakeholders, when effective supply chain strategies contribute to reducing lead times and optimizing resource utilization. The third factor is clear commissioning and handover plan. Effective pre-planning in the phases of commissioning directly yield positive outcome for the project performance.
In the worlds of construction and infrastructure development, the EPCC models continues to construction. But what exactly are the pros and cons of this approach? Let's start with the advantages. One of the biggest strengths of EPCC is the single points of responsibility. With one contractor overseeing the entire project, communication becomes more streamlined and accountability is clearly defined. Next, EPCC offers cost and schedule certainty. By locking in prices and timelines early on, clients are able to manage budgets and expectations with greater confidence. Another key benefit is effective risk transfer. Risks related to delays, procurements, and design errors are shifted to the contractor, protecting the project owner from potential setback. In addition, the EPCC models allows for an integrated and coordinated executions, ensuring that every phase of the project aligns smoothly from start to finish. However, the model does come with disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is limited on the controls. Since the contractor manages the bulk of the project, the client may have less influence over designs and construction decisions. There is also issues of higher upfront costs, as contractors often include risk premiums in their pricings. Quality assurance concerns may also arise, with minimal owner oversight, hence ensuring consistent standards throughout the project can be challenging. And lastly, there is potential for disputes, especially if contract terms and expectations are not clearly defined from the outset. While EPCC offers many benefits for managing complex projects, it also requires careful planning and strong contract management to avoid pitfalls. This has been your construction industry update. Stay tuned.
To conclude, the EPCC procurement method is especially suitable for complex and large-scale infrastructure projects such as those in oil and gas, energy, and industrial sectors. It offers significant advantages like simplified coordination, clear accountability with a single responsibility party, and reduced risk of going over budget or missing deadlines. With all phases from designs to commissioning managed under one contract, project delivery becomes more organized and efficient. A good example is the Sasa offshore topside unit, which was successfully completed under the EPCC model. The contract successfully delivered a fully operational satellite platform by 2016, enhancing Malaysia's offshore oil production capacity. This project highlights the key advantages of EPCC such as clear accountability, streamlined coordination and reduced risk, while also promoting local industry participation and technical growth. Overall, it reinforced EPCC as a reliable and efficient approach for large-scale, high-stakes developments.